Well, I first saw Ronald Reagan speak at the 1976 Republican Convention in Kansas City. And literally, after he spoke, I think everyone in the hall thought, we just nominated the wrong person. And from that moment on, I committed to myself that I wanted to see him as president, and I wanted to work for him when he was. The fact is, I would have cleaned toilets with a toothbrush in the OEOB just to work in the Reagan administration. I had first fallen in love with the president and his policies in 1976, and I had been at the 80 convention, so I was given the opportunity to do just some advance work for Nancy Reagan then. And here it was going into the 1984 renomination convention, and I was selected as the meeting convention director for the Republican National Committee, which meant, of course, it was the president's coronation. So I worked closely with the White House on that event. The one thing I remember most, I guess it was the day after the convention, I got a call and was told the president wants to meet you. And so I met him. It was at the Lowe's Anatole, and he was so gracious and so grateful. The convention was a huge success, thanks to so many people. But I had the really honor and privilege of being the convention director, so it was very meaningful to me, and I was excited to see another 4 years. The thing I remember most is being a part of the Reagan Revolution, and part of the administration was so exciting. I think we all heard him talk about the shining city on a hill. He instilled in all of us such optimism. It was morning in America, truly. And it was, I think, just a joy to be there and to be a part of that. He always appeared humble, but polite, and so gracious. And he wouldn't just take your hand, he would take your hand and then grab your arm and look at you and really speak to you. And I thought, my goodness, here's a man I admire so much, and yet he shows such grace and humility. Clearly, someone you want to emulate. I think it's so important to continue to promote the Reagan legacy. I think the Reagan Revolution still lives. I hope that it will be revived and that we will find another leader like Ronald Reagan. I'm not sure there is another Ronald Reagan, and I won't ever count on that. And I think it's so important that people understand and appreciate that this truly is a land of opportunity, but it is up to us to make sure that that legacy continues and that we remain that shining city on a hill.